In the 1700s, Asia comprised 50% of global GDP. In the 20th century, it was less than 20%. But as you look at some of the studies and statistics and projections, we really are re-entering into the Asian and the Asia-Pacific century. If you think about that by the year 2050, projections are that Asia will once again comprise over 50% of global GDP. So you can understand the desire for connectivity from that perspective. And for connectivity to be truly beneficial, it can't be one-directional. It's not the purview of the hegemonic interests of the few, but really of the aspirations and ambitions of the many. And in this era of globalization, that's really what we're seeing right now, is the rise of the ambitions and aspirations of the many. And so connectivity for connectivity to be really, truly effective, it's not so much of contested connectivity as much as it is of an open, inclusive, transparent, and multi-directional connectivity. We talk a lot about connectivity from the perspective of governments and what governments are putting in play, but increasingly today it's more about, it's a much more complex environment, because it's not just about what nation states are doing, it's about what at the subnational level, city-states and provinces that are engaging on their own. It's about the resource mobilization that is not just about state capital that's coming into play, it's about the private capital that's coming into play. And how do we create, therefore, the opportunities in a more agile and creative way to leverage all of these different complex factors that are coming in. And this is part of what we're looking at USIBC, is how do we engage the private sector in this conversation so that the flow of private capital to build that connectivity and to unleash those ambitions and aspirations can be done in a way that benefits more and more societies and connects more and more societies.